branching off, episode 3.
Episode 3. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited.
Let's do this.
Hello,
Joe
guys.
Elms, Levi Jones.
Hi guys, I'm Levi.
Levi, how you doing? Good?
I'm fantastic, Joe.
That's good.
I'm honestly thriving.
That's good to hear.
Today has been such a laid back. Well, actually, it's funny because it hasn't been a laid back day, but I'm in such a laid back mood that I'm just chilling. I'm just vibing. Exactly.
That laid back environment.
Yes, you understand it.
Yeah. So, what have you done today so far?
Dog, I've done a lot. So today I had to get up early early for me. It's probably not early for a lot of people, but
What's early for you?
well, it's early-ish. I got up at like 8:30, 8:15. That's not that early.
That's semi-early, but not that early.
That's not that early. And then I had to get in the office, do some photo shoots, and then after that, one of my friends came in. Who's another photographer, just hasn't had much studio experience, so I was teaching him, showing him the ropes basically around the studio. And just getting it, I was basically just handing him a camera, be like, hey, get a feel for what's happening,
Go crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Go crazy. Just learn.
Go crazy.
And I was his model for the day. I was the one in front of the camera this time.
You were a model.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah, I know, right? I know.
You are a model.
Okay, so. All right. Too much.
Too much for the environment that we're in, right?
Too much glazing. Come on now.
I'm the biggest Levi Jones glazer out there.
Alrighty.
So.
Anyway, I was doing that for a few hours, and then after that, the Indiana Hoosiers football team, if you don't know, at the time we're recording this podcast, tomorrow is the UCLA versus Indiana football game.
Yep.
Which is a big one, and the big noon kickoff is going to be here.
Yeah.
So the big noon kickoff has been set up, and they just basically finished setting up, and the media had went over there and was able to take photos on the set. So our whole photo team, actually the whole Cuban Center in general, just went over and took team photos basically on the set because why not? And it was cool.
Yeah, why not?
And then after that, I went and got lunch with the friend that I showed around the studio stuff. His name's Callan Grable. Shout out. He's a great photographer. If you don't know him, look him up. He's a cool photographer. And then now I'm here.
Nice.
Yeah. So I've done a little bit. I've honestly had pretty fun day.
It sounds like a fun day. Maybe a little bit hectic, but it sounds like a pretty fun day overall.
It's been fun.
Yeah.
It's been quite fun.
Yeah.
Joe, what have you been up to today?
Oh, God. What have I been up to
What have
today?
you been up to today?
Well, I woke up and...
You woke up?
I did,
I'm so proud of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I did, in fact, wake up this morning. So you can consider that accomplished. But I woke up this morning. I took a shower. I went to the grocery store where I didn't need as much as I thought, which means I didn't have to spend as much money as I thought I did.
Hey, let's go.
Which is always good. So I'm trying to make
fantastic.
responsible financial decisions there, if you know what I mean.
Respect. Shout out the grocery store to be
Shout out the Kroger by the College Mall.
Yes.
Only the real ones will know.
Exactly. The Krog Gucci, if you will.
The Gucci,
if you will,
as the lore calls it.
Yeah.
Again, only the real ones.
Only the real ones will
get
understand
that reference.
Yes.
I went to the store. I drove back. Then shortly after that, I did my laundry and made a protein shake.
Oh.
And while I was right after my clothes finished drying, I took out one of my hoodies, the one Indiana hoodie that I own. And
hold on, that's an issue right there. You go to Indiana University and only own one Indiana hoodie.
I have too many hoodies to begin with, to be fair.
Okay. Well,
I had to get rid of some of them.
No, your issue is most of your hoodies are the strokes or the voids which if you don't understand,
or Vampire Weekend.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't understand previous podcasts, go back.
You're gonna have to go. Yeah, you're gonna have to go look at that.
What is that?
Watch
Episode
that
1?
To
episode
understand.
1.
I think it was one we talked about music.
Yes, go back to episode 1 and you'll understand the lore. But with Joe Elms, from what I'm gonna say, again, go back to episode 1 and you'll learn more. Horrible taste in music. His sweatshirts are all of the bands that he likes, like the Strokes, the Voids, the Vampire Weekend, the whatever else it is. And And those are basically all of his sweatshirts, but only the university.
Handful of Nike ones sprinkled in there too.
Okay, respect.
Yeah.
But that's even worse because the school that you go to and you represent and you are proud to be almost an alumni from, you only own one sweatshirt. That's disrespectful.
Well,
and what's funny is we're an Adidas.
I don't know what to tell you.
No. What's funny is we're an Adidas school too, and the Nike sweatshirt is just contradicting yourself.
Well, I've had Nike gear all my life. I can't just
you got to switch up, dog.
No,
I'm joking.
I don't have to do that. I don't have to do any of that.
Yeah, that is true. You can do whatever, Joe. You can do whatever your heart desires.
Thanks, gang.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. So, have you ever had that experience where the drawstring just comes out of the hoodie and then you have to work tirelessly, so methodically to put it back in?
Yes, and I hate it.
How long did that experience take you?
It usually takes you about 20 minutes.
That's pretty.
It's annoying.
So we were walking up here. I was walking up here. You had beat me here by several minutes.
It's because I got longer legs.
True.
You're short, dog.
Yeah, I am. Thanks for that.
For context, he's 5'8".
5'6" and a half.
5'6".
5'6"
Oh
and a
my
half.
gosh, it's even worse.
5'7" on a good day.
Joe.
I'll
let you guys actually in the comments guess my height. If you don't know me, guess my height.
Guess my height.
Guess my height.
You won't get it first try, I can guarantee.
Guarantee? Okay. Unless you know me. If you know me, then you can get it. But if you don't know me, you have to guess.
For our viewers who don't know us yet, you probably won't get it first try. Just saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway.
But I'm happy that you're listening because why would you be listening to us?
Who wants to listen to us talk?
Exactly. We're just two.
We're just two dudes.
Two dudes, two
just
college
the boys,
dudes.
The boys kicking back.
Exactly. Anyway, back to your laundry debacle.
My laundry debacle. So
Yes.
I take my Indiana hoodie out of the dryer, and the drawstring is gone. I'm looking at it, and I'm like, something's wrong with this, and it takes me like a couple seconds to figure it out that the drawstring is gone, and so I have to dig through the remainder of my clothes to find it, and it's sitting at the on the bottom of the whatever, and it occurs to me that I don't know how to put it back in. So I'm like, I texted my mom. I'm like, Mom, did you leave me any safety pins? She didn't respond in the time that I had.
Mother.
Yeah. Come on, Mom, I need your help. Then I tried to use a paper clip. That didn't work, and then I resorted to your method, which is just putting it in there and pulling it across the hood and then it coming back out the other hole.
In my experience, that is the best way that I have found to just push it through, just keep going. And
even though it might take a while, it works.
Yes, it works. And I'm going to be honest, there's probably a more efficient way, but that's the best way I've found to do it. And that's how
I don't know why people, I don't know why people are like, you have to use a safety pin or a paper clip for
No.
For
you
this
literally
thing.
can just feed it through.
I don't think you have to do that.
No, it takes a while, but you literally just have to feed it through. Now, what I wish they had is a pair of like tweezers or something, like a long.
You could clip it and then you could send it to the little thing.
No. But the thing is I wish I had like a
what?
Hold on, wait.
What are you trying to say?
Like a foot long pair of pliers just to send it through.
Wow.
Yes.
Go all the way through.
Or not pair of pliers, like a pair of tweezers, and just send it all the way through and just grab it
at the other end.
Yes, and then just bring it through.
Yeah, that would save a lot of time.
Yes, it would. But sadly, we just have to resort to feeding it through and trying our best to literally just send it through and get it to the other side. With patience and with grit and with
hustle and grind.
Yeah, exactly. You painted a beautiful word picture there. You're able to get it through the other side, but it takes time.
Yeah. So that was before I got here, we were kind of working on this together, and we got it about I'd say a little bit more than halfway through before we had to come in here. So we're probably gonna, at least I'm probably going to hopefully finish that.
No, Joe, you will.
I will.
That's the thing about this. You got to be gritty about it.
You got to have that hustle and grind.
You got to be locked in.
It's about drive,
It's about power.
I was hoping you would get that. I appreciate that. I was hoping you would understand that reference.
Of course. And actually, wait, hold on.
What?
What's that from? Or what? I remember
it's
that.
It was some stupid like meme song that Dwayne the Rock Johnson
Yes,
made.
I thought it was The Rock. I was like, what?
It was like it had something to do with The Rock, but it was.
Oh wait, yes, he had like a feature on a song, didn't he?
Yeah, it was so dumb.
Yes, I remember that. That's hilarious.
But
It's
that's
about
where
drive. It's about power.
Speaking of memes, we were working on this hoodie thing, and then in the middle of us working on it, your
Oh, my lovely girlfriend called me.
yes, I was.
Yes,
I
yes.
wasn't sure if you would be cool with me mentioning.
No.
that
Of course.
on air.
She's amazing. My lovely girlfriend, Maddie.
So Maddie calls you
yes.
in the middle of this,
Mhm.
and I don't know how this came up. She was asking about what was she asking about? Because she was asking about something photography related.
Yes. So she was asking about strobe lights, and they were a little the power was really low compared to what it usually is and is supposed to be. So she was basically just calling me and asking me like, why is it so low? And then to which I had to explain to her that I was there with Cal and messing around with the lights, and we just forgot to switch it back, which is
Right.
not that much of an issue.
No, it's not that big of a deal.
No, but
in the grand scheme of
yeah,
things.
she's just one smart cookie and is very good with lights as well, so she can fix it. But she just wanted an explanation because she knew I was in there earlier. She was like, "Why are the lights low? I have to change it."
She asked about this. She asked about the numbers, and then
Oh my gosh!
and
Oh,
then
no,
you
no,
said,
no,
and then
no,
you
no,
said
no.
6'7". So, I mean,
Why?
I said memes, and you said that, and you should have known that we were going to go there.
Joe, why?
Why
I don't
not?
even. But the problem is, I understand it to a certain extent, but I really don't get the meme. It's so unbelievably stupid.
You want me to be honest with you?
Yes.
I don't really get it either.
Oh my gosh. Wait, hold on. No, we're gonna Google this. We're gonna fact check ourselves.
The history of 6'7".
What
It's
is
very
the
new.
history of the meme 6'7"? This is so.
What?
What is the history of the meme 6'7"?
We are live fact checking
Yes.
6'7".
The AI overview of Google says the viral 6'7" meme originated from the 2024 song Doot Doot 6'7" by rapper Skrilla. It gained popularity in early 2025 through TikTok and Instagram, where it was primarily associated with basketball content and a specific viral video of a kid shouting the phrase in hand gesture. The phrase itself is intentionally nonsensical. Okay. So it means nothing.
That should explain it right there, right?
it
It's
literally-
intentionally nonsensical.
It literally means nothing.
It was. I remember it was made. One of the ways it got famous was there was a kid who used it. It was like one of the kids who played for that overtime elite basketball team, like the prep, team for high school kids. And he goes, he just went like 6'7", and
Then all the kids started doing
exactly all the kids started doing it. And then I saw that he was like this kid who originally like made it whatever. He was like one of the top rated high school basketball players in the country, and he committed to Kansas a few weeks ago.
Shout out.
And my brother goes to Kansas, so I sent it to him, and I'm like, "You guys are getting the 6'7" kid."
That's funny.
So
That's
I
funny.
figured he got a laugh out of that, or he wanted to kill me. I'm not sure which. Probably the latter, to be honest with you.
Wait, but does your brother understand that meme, and does he like?
Oh, yeah.
But he's younger than you. That's the thing. So like, he would be more accustomed to laugh at that meme.
Yeah, but I think he also hates it. Kinda
Okay,
like,
respect. You know what? I like your brother
Kinda like-
because like,
the way you hate it, I think it's kind of the way he hates it too.
yes, understandable, and I love your brother for that because honestly, it is an incredibly stupid meme.
Yeah, it's pretty
And
dumb.
Literally, according to Google's AI overview, it is it means absolutely nothing, which is unbelievable.
Wow. Yeah.
Children these days, am I right?
Yeah. No kidding. Yeah.
Oh gosh, I sound like a freaking grandpa.
Mr.
I mean,
100, Mr. 100 years old.
At heart, low
over
key, I
here.
am.
Yeah.
At heart, I am.
Well, that was So that's the oral history of 6'7".
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
How did we get here? Wait, back to your laundry. Oh wait, no, we finished that
We finished
conversation.
that conversation.
So you're gonna finish it
because,
today.
We,
Yeah,
we
you're gonna
left, we
finish
left
it today.
off. We're like, I can feel it. The hoodie is like sitting in the chair next to me as we're recording this, and I can feel the little drawstring in there. It's about Let's see where it ends.
Halfway?
Yeah, about halfway.
All
through
right.
the hood.
Speaking of feeling like a grandpa, I 100% was not feeling like a grandpa last night because I randomly just stayed up until like 3 a.m.
What, really?
Yes. So
I remember
last
we hung out. We
yes,
hung out
last night. We did
yeah.
hang out and we watched the Pacers versus the Thunder, game 1 of the Pacers NBA season. We lost, but honestly, we put up a good fight. I will be happy about it. We did put up a good fight.
You guys lost to the foul baiters and the TikTokers.
Yep. The horrible team that is the Oklahoma City Thunder. I hate Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with a burning passion.
Me too. Me too.
But anyway, after that, I walked back to my apartment because we don't live that far from each other, and
a nice change of pace from the past couple of years.
yes, of course, because we've been like 20 minutes away from each other walk-wise.
Yeah.
Now it's like 5. Campus life, am I right?
Yes. Yes, you are right.
Anyway, I went back to my apartment and I sat in my bed. My lovely girlfriend, Maddie, she went to Kings Island yesterday and she was on her way back from Kings Island. She was about an hour out when I got back to my apartment, like 11 o'clock, 11:30. Yeah. And so I obviously was going to stay up until she got back. And then she got back and FaceTime talked for a second, but then she went to sleep and maybe about 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. And then actually it was probably more closer to 1 o'clock in the morning. And then I stayed up for like another 2 hours and I'm like,
just for like no reason almost?
No reason.
Did you have the opportunity to go to bed? It's just
I was in my bed.
Eluded you, you know?
I was okay, the thing is I was getting me. I was playing 2K. I went back to
as one does.
Yes, respectfully. And I really haven't had I'm going to be honest, I've been so busy that I literally have not had time to play. I literally just
aside from last night.
Yes, of course.
Late last night.
Yes, that's probably last time I played my Xbox for a few hours in the past month or 2.
Wow.
Yeah. And it was honestly pretty fun. Maybe that attribute to it. Maybe the sweet tea from Raising Cane's attributed to it. Maybe the cookies, the sugary cookies that we had,
kind of got
my mind racing, or not my mind racing, but my
got the blood flowing a little bit.
Exactly.
Kind of got the what am I trying to say? The just kind of got that sugar, that high, kind of that high in your veins. Mm-hmm. You know,
I'm ready. I'm high.
You don't feel the. You don't feel the.
I'm kidding, Joe. I would never.
You don't feel the desire to sleep, and you feel like you got too much energy to just like get in bed, close your eyes, whatever.
Well, the thing is I was in bed. I was sitting in bed, but I wasn't tired enough.
You weren't ready to. You weren't tired. You weren't ready to sleep.
Even when
I know how that feels.
Yes, even when I told myself to turn off my Xbox, put my phone down, and literally just stop. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning.
You're just like, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Was still wide awake. Now, I am adamant with myself that I had to get up early the next morning anyway. So I was adamant with myself that I knew I had to get up, but it was so late, and I was already like down the drain. Like I knew I wasn't getting much sleep, and I was like, okay, I have to get at least some sleep and not like 2 hours.
Yeah.
So there are some days, and I do this a decent amount, but I haven't had to do it lately, where I sit down and lay down in my bed, phone off, complete darkness, like how I would usually sleep. And then I just close my eyes and lay perfectly still until I like actually fall asleep.
That sounds more effective than how I get to sleep, because sometimes it takes me a while.
How do you get to sleep, Joe?
I just kind of lay on my side, just kind of close my eyes, try to think about nothing.
Yep.
Kind of just try to turn my brain off.
You know what's funny is, actually, I would love to hear your thought about this, but like, does your mind ever like race? Like, no, like normally, like you're sitting in class, you're like on a normal day. Does your mind race or is your mind calm?
It depends on the situation. Depends kind of what I'm thinking about.
Like, say you're in class, okay?
Yeah.
And you're just sitting and okay, let's be honest. I'm sorry, professors, but sometimes we're just not listening.
We're just
okay?
not. We're not locked in.
We're just not
We're
locked
not
in.
locked in.
We're when we're in our own world. We're in La La Land. We have nothing to do.
We're daydreaming. You know.
Exactly. Like, what is your mind racing? Is your mind think? Is your mind okay? Let me put it this way: is your mind racing, or is it just slowly thinking about other things and just going off into like you know how your mind just wanders sometimes?
I'd say that. I'd say the latter. I think I would say that.
It never races.
You know, it never races.
It never feels like you're being overwhelmed when you're just sitting there and just. Okay, that's good.
I would say, generally speaking, you know, it never really feels that way. I would say, when I'm kind of like, you know, thinking about other stuff, not focusing, not really paying attention to, not really listening to whatever it is. You know, take a given situation, right? Take that you're in class and it's not really, you know, you're not locked in, like we said, to borrow your phrase. It's just kind of like, it doesn't really race. It doesn't really feel overwhelmed. It kind of just feels like, you know, it's, what I find myself doing is I think of, you know, a lot of times to make myself feel good, if I'm like if I'm bored or if I'm frustrated or something, I'll think about, you know, the people that I love, and you know, they make me feel good. Especially like, you know,
Hold on, Joe.
What?
Can I stop you for a second?
Are you gonna make fun of me?
No, not completely.
Yes,
no,
you are.
No. You're being very sentimental, and I love it.
But I'm just telling you the truth.
But I'm gonna be honest.
What do you do? What do you think about?
No. I'm not gonna answer that question. Well, I will.
What do you think about?
I just have to mention something because I'm 90% positive the viewers are listening to it right now.
What are you getting at?
Your voice changed.
It did?
Yes, and you got this like kind of Southern accent, and it was like
I don't hear that.
Yeah, you didn't hear it. Maybe East Coast type accent. And you're like, you know, when you were kind of getting sentimental, like you know, and thinking about my family and like it,
I don't
like
I
it
don't,
got.
I don't get that.
Okay, please tell me somebody in the comments. You gotta mention it because like it was somebody heard it. It wasn't just me. I promise you. But like
I think it was just you, man.
No. I don't think I'm going crazy.
I'm not trying to gaslight you.
I don't think I'm going
saying,
crazy, but I
think it was just you.
You changed
I think
your,
it was just you.
Nah, you changed your voice there.
I think it was just no. I think it's just you.
Okay. Anyway, continue. What do you think about?
Well, I mean, kind of just that, right? Like I was saying before you cut me off.
Sorry, my bad.
No, I'm just giving you a hard time. Just that kind of thing, you know. Like, for instance, if I had class today, which I don't, but let's say hypothetically speaking, I do, I would probably be thinking a lot about last night, getting to hang out with you, watching the Pacers game, going to Canes, playing a little bit of Madden. We got to play a little bit. You've played Madden 26 for the first time.
Yeah, shout out.
So that was.
Wait, what's so funny is I looked it up on when I got back, and it's discounted already right now. It's like $48.
Well, there you go. Yeah, well, I mean, because it's like, well, no, it's not even November yet.
Almost Black Friday.
Yeah, but
In a month.
In a month, we're getting there.
We're getting there.
But you know, that kind of thing. I would say. I don't know if that makes sense, but
No, that makes sense. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know, I've.
What do you think about?
See, the thing is I've always been interested because, some people tell me like, oh, my mind races when I'm just sitting there doing nothing, or, oh yeah, sometimes I just don't think about anything, or some people are just like, you know, I have just random thoughts that are, I mean, like normal people do, just random thoughts, and they come to me.
Sometimes my mind races when I'm like anxious about something.
Right.
If I'm like thinking that there's something that I'm like that I got to do that I'm not looking forward to doing,
right. And that's valid.
You know,
that's valid.
Yeah, and like I'm anxious about it. Then my mind will race when I'm kind of like idle or whatever. But when that's not the case, then it kind of slowly goes back. I'm a very nostalgic person. And so I think about the past a lot. Mostly good. Some embarrassing stuff. Like, you know that moment when your brain just like, for some reason, you know what I'm talking about. Your brain, you guys will all know what I'm talking about in this next sentence. Your brain just like, for no reason whatsoever, just kind of puts some embarrassing memory from deep in your past
Yes.
back in your brain, and you get to relive that. It's never fun ever. But your brain just does that, or my brain does that for no reason, and I think that everyone's brains do that at some point or another for no reason, and it's the strangest thing. But I guess it kind of makes sense because it's just like how our brains work. So sometimes that will happen. Admittedly, not super often, but when it does happen, it just makes me feel, I don't know, weird.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure how to describe it.
No. I respect that, and I always have those random. But it is always the most random moments in your life where you do something and it's so awkward, or something that you hated doing, like right after you did it, and you've remembered it for years on. Like
Exactly.
I'll remember something that I felt awkward right after I did when I was like 12, and I'm 21 now, and it'll pop up back in my head, and I'm like, why are you telling me that right now?
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
It's so weird because I'm like, why is my brain showing me this?
That's exactly
I know
what I'm
I'm
talking
bored
about,
right
yeah.
now, but like,
You can't possibly, like, it's almost like you're telling your brain, like, you can't possibly be this bored.
Right.
Can you?
No,
Although,
I don't
actually,
think you can.
Like, you know what? Actually, this is totally unrelated. I think that you were maybe onto something with the, when you were talking about my voice earlier. I think you were onto something, actually, because I'm like hearing myself talk, and I'm like,
Dog, I'm telling you.
maybe I like subconsciously like changing it.
Let me cook.
Well, you already have
I
cooked.
I told you,
Well,
dog.
listen, maybe it's like one of those things where it's like maybe subconsciously or consciously, you know, just like changing for no reason, just like changing the way, you know.
Have you ever heard Tyrese Halliburton's voice change?
Yeah. Have you ever heard Karl Anthony Towns' voice change?
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's
Sorry,
weird.
we're big NBA fans, but like this is just those voice changes are so funny.
I think it's like his voice doesn't really change, but I think the way it sounds. I know you probably know someone or people or like, you know, celebrities or whatever who you admire, who you just think their voice just sounds so good.
Jeff Goldblum.
There you go. He's an actor.
Yes.
His voice is like butter. It's so smooth.
Exactly. I love Jeff Goldblum.
I think
an iconic actor.
I think that it's like same way for me, right? And it's like, you ever try to sound like Jeff Goldblum? Do you ever try to sound like him? No.
Yes and no.
Ooh.
Yes and no. But the thing is I think that's your like radio voice coming out.
Yeah, you can be honest.
I think
that is definitely true. It's like the radio voice coming out a little bit. I've tried to kind of like almost scale that back, and that's very hard to do for someone like me, because like this is just how I sound. You know this. You've known me for years.
Yeah.
Because this is like, you know,
this is your normal voice.
This is just my normal voice, and it's also like one of the themes of the podcast. This podcast in particular is we're trying to like not. For the most part, we're trying not to talk about sports.
No.
We're trying to just, you know, talk about, there's so many other things in life, and we're trying to talk about that stuff.
Exactly. Like your laundry.
Exactly. There you go. It's also...
No. I'm glad I'm not going crazy.
I don't think you're going crazy, because I think it's subtle, but I think it
was very subtle. So, which is why you probably saw my face, is for a second there, I was like, and then I started to smile. I'm like, he's changing his voice. And I'm like, I wonder if he knows this. So I had to stop you and say something. Because I'm like, Joe, stop changing your voice.
Why? It
is funny. It is funny.
It's funny.
No. Actually, what we should do is one podcast, we should just sit here normally like we usually are and just start slightly changing our voice throughout the podcast and see if people notice.
See how long it takes people to notice.
Yeah, but not mention it to each other.
just not say anything. Well, it's actually, so like, you like Jeff Goldblum, right?
Yes, I love Jeff Goldblum.
I think, or you like his voice, right?
I love his voice. I love your voice, Joe.
Thanks, Levi.
So that's why I have these headphones on. It's just to listen to you.
Just to hear my voice.
Just to listen
to hear my voice.
I want you closer in my ears, you know?
Oh, well, all right then. Well, that's certainly forward. But I think that...
I mean that in the most platonic way.
Yeah, so of course. I totally get that. What was I saying? Oh, yeah.
I got you distracted.
You made me lose my train of thought, so thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
But I would say, the one thing I would say is... one person's voice I really admire or I think it just sounds so good for some reason is Ezra Koenig, who's the lead singer of Vampire Weekend. Yeah, so there you go. He's from. So you said that thing about the East Coast, right? He's from New Jersey.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead.
And so, yeah, I just love how disgusted you were when I said Vampire Weekend. And I know that when I said his name, you didn't know who that was.
No, I had no clue who it was. But
until
what's so funny, until you said Vampire Weekend.
Said Vampire Weekend.
Yes, but what's so funny is you just find any way to just bring it up because you know it's hilarious.
Well, yeah, because
it's funny.
I mean, you said it's hilarious, so I'm gonna bring it up.
But respectfully, you should because I do the same thing.
There you go. Yeah, like you find a way. I find a way to put Vampire Weekend in it. Basically every conversation. I think you do a really good job of finding a way to put, the Pacers in every conversation.
Shout out Tyrese.
Put French fries in every conversation.
Shout out fries for real.
So there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. In fact, I enjoy it when you talk about that kind of stuff.
Only real ones know about the fries. We haven't talked about that yet.
We haven't talked about that. I think we're going to save that. We're going to save that for a future episode.
Yes.
So but Ezra Koenig is from New Jersey. And so he's kind of got that. I think he's got kind of like this East Coast thing going on. And you mentioned that a second ago.
Yeah, I couldn't tell exactly what it was. It was like East Coast / kind of Southern class. You were confusing me, Joe.
It's not. It's when I first heard his voice, it was not at all how I expected it to sound based on the way he sings. The way he sings is very. It's got a lot of. It's kind of like boyish, almost very youthful. If you know what I mean. You just kind of gotta listen to a Vampire Weekend song, which is I know something you will not be doing in the near future, or in the future generally.
No,
but,
I will not be doing that because who would want to put their time and effort into that?
I would. That's me.
Well, in my opinion, you're wasting your time, Joe.
Well, you will never join the light side.
But you know what?
You see what I'm saying?
I'm happy for you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Are you happy that I'm happy?
Yes, I am happy that you're happy.
And I'm happy that you're happy.
Thank you.
Yeah, so that's kind of like, I think his voice sounds really cool.
Shout out.
That's all that was.
Not the Vampire Weekend, the voice.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of where that's
Back to your laundry. No, I'm kidding.
No, I don't want to talk about my laundry again.
Wait, hold on. No. I actually do have a question about your laundry.
Okay,
How
fine.
often do you do laundry?
I probably do laundry about every week and a half or so.
Okay.
Roughly. So I have
that's not that bad.
I have probably 9 pairs of socks.
Okay.
9, 10. Same for underwear.
Right.
And when those will run out or whatever, because I only wear one per day, right? Obviously.
As you should.
You only wear one per day, and you throw them in the laundry bag, whatever.
You don't wear 2 per day?
No.
You wear 2 at the same time, right?
No. Nice try. No, correction. Terrible try.
Okay.
No, I'm just trolling. So I only wear one a day, right? So then you throw it in the bag, whatever, that's dirty, and it usually kind of I find that I have to do it around every 9 or 10 days, something like that.
Respect.
So, what about you? How often do you do laundry?
Just depends. Well, I have a lot of clothes. That's my issue.
I have a lot of clothes too, which is partially why I only own one Indiana hoodie.
Respect. See, me personally, I'd probably do maybe say every 2 weeks.
Okay.
Sometimes I push it out a little longer.
Just because you don't feel like doing it on a particular day.
I'm just bored.
I know exactly how that.
Yeah,
I know exactly how that
lazy.
feels.
Not bored. I'm lazy.
Just lazy.
But
Been guilty of that a lot.
Yeah, I do that. I do that a lot. I'm just I don't want to do laundry today.
So you just push it off a couple days.
Yep. And then, but it's weird because I have these random days where I just feel so productive, and I'm like, okay, let's do stuff. Let's do stuff.
Let's get this done. Let's get this done. Then let's get this done. Blah blah blah. Right.
And then I have nothing to do. But
those days when you have nothing to do are nice.
Those are fantastic. I love days where I'm doing nothing, and it truly is like pure bliss for me. I'm just going out and sitting and doing whatever I want. I'm there to conquer the world.
I respect that, honestly.
There to conquer the world.
I have a lot of respect for that.
But But the thing is, I see a beauty in doing nothing. But sometimes, I feel like people just overwork themselves now. Now, I will say that you have to be locked in. You have to be on your grind, right? But there is a beauty in resting.
Yeah.
Taking a day for yourself.
I wholeheartedly agree with that.
Taking 30 minutes out of each day for yourself, like an hour out of each day for yourself. Like where you're just sitting and not staring at the wall, but like doing something you want to do, listening to our podcast or
which is something that you all should be doing.
Yes, you all should be doing right now. Listening to a podcast in general, listening to music, watching your favorite show, just sitting in your apartment,
playing video games, watching TV,
doing
watching a movie, whatever.
Literally whatever you want. And I think there's a beauty in that. And
especially I think now when we're at the age we are, right? We're
right. But I think the thing is I feel like sometimes people could see that as laziness. But
when everyone needs rest, there's a difference between rest and pure
that's the
laziness.
Thing. Yes, I'm not lazy. I truly just need 30 minutes to myself to
decompress,
yes, exactly.
Wind down, just get some sort of relaxation.
Yes,
and
out of your day.
And the cool part is if you get like multiple periods of that.
Yes,
in one day,
especially in like a very busy day, you have something back to back, and then you have like 30 minutes, and then that 30 minutes is pure bliss, and then you get back to back to back to back, and then you have an hour at the end of your day just to sit and wind down.
Or something like you have a busy day, and then you go, it's over, you get in bed at night, and you have like the rest of the night to yourself. You sit in your bed,
Joe,
look at your phone or whatever. The look at phone in bedtime is sometimes the best part of my day.
Exactly. But you know what truly is a blast is like you have say you have a full week or a full 2 weeks of just completely doing stuff. You never really have time off, and then you have that one day that you're doing nothing.
Just nothing.
It's pure bliss.
It's so good.
I love it. You're just sitting. You're like, and it's I truly don't want people to see this as laziness because it's literally just taking a day for myself. And honestly, you guys should take a day for yourself too. Yeah. Like, trust me, if you don't, try it. Because
take a mental health day.
Exactly.
You deserve it.
Just sit there for a second and just, wow, having a great time. You're watching whatever show you want. You're watching your favorite podcast. You're watching, which should be the Branching Out podcast with Joe Ems and Levi Jones.
Yes.
You're listening to your favorite music, which is not Joe Ems' version of music.
You see, that's what I'm talking about. You like finding a way to bring stuff like this into every conversation. Thank you for proving my point for me.
No problem. Anytime. You're watching your favorite sports like the Pacers and Tyrese Halliburton.
Again. Bump.
Sorry, I just had to do it.
Bump.
I just had to do it one more time.
Yeah, third time one more time.
Third time's a charm.
If you guys we're not trying to tell you what to do, but if you have the opportunity to take a day for yourself,
and if you are
take a mental health day, do it.
And if you're finding yourself overwhelmed, if you're finding yourself anxious all the time, if you're finding yourself just truly feel like you're either being overworked or feel like you're doing too much, literally take the day for yourself.
And honestly, you gotta well, it's funny. I don't know why I started thinking about this just now as you were saying what you were saying a couple minutes ago. One of the things my high school does, and one of the things that IU does, kind of, but not as well as my high school, in my personal opinion. My high school has this organization. It's called the Hope Squad. It's basically it focuses solely on the mental health aspect, right? Because that's important.
Exactly.
You would agree, right? That's
yes,
important.
Of course. Mental health is
and
one of the most important, if not the most important, health.
It's and especially so because we're guys, right?
Yeah.
And the school I came from is an all guys high school, right?
Right.
No girls.
That's crazy. I don't know how you did that.
I know, it's pretty crazy.
I
right?
would have.
Is the concept of that like crazy to you?
Yes, because also I went to a public school, so it's like that's for me is dumbfounded because like I can't even conceive something.
It's like not even. It's not just that, right? It's like, oh, guys, it's also private and Catholic,
Right.
And that's crazy. I myself going in, I thought this was like crazy because I thought Catholic people were crazy. No offense to all my Catholic people out there, but when I first went, my first experience with Catholicism was in middle school. The first mass I went to, I thought it was like a cult. Like, for real, I thought I was so confused. I come from a non-denominational household. First mass I went, Catholic mass, you know what that is?
Yeah.
First mass I went to, it was in middle school, it was in 7th grade. I remember I was a complete wuss back then. Complete wimp. I thought it was a cult, and I was so confused.
Oh my!
It was.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything.
No.
I got through it.
You're like, all right, time to join the cult.
Yeah, time to, that's like yeah, that's what I said. It's like it's time to join the cult, and they were like,
I do have a question. Why did your parents put you in that private school then?
Well, so from in elementary school, right? Like, when did I start? When I was like 4 years old, up until 6th grade, I went to a private Christian school, like non-denominational. When I got raised, was the environment I was raised in. Those options when you leave elementary school, in at least in the area of Dallas that I'm from, those options, there aren't a lot of non-denominational Christian middle/high schools out there.
And did your
especially
parents,
where we lived?
Right. Did your parents want to send you to like a private school?
Yes.
Okay.
Public school was like, no, we're not doing that.
Not doing that.
Not doing public school.
Respect.
No offense, because I know you went to public school.
No, that's okay.
No offense.
But the thing is it's two completely different public schools because like it's a Texas public school in Dallas.
Like those things are ginormous,
gigantic, and I live in the middle of nowhere, Indiana, and had
like how big was your graduating class?
I had 70. I was about to say that I had 73 kids in my graduating class.
Boom.
I had 329 kids in the whole high school.
I don't want to imagine how many kids in a given public school, like I'm trying to go, like Allen or DeSoto or Plano or J.J. Pierce or Plano East. All those are suburbs of Dallas, right?
Big
They're like big schools. Yeah. They're
I
like,
mean, same here with Indiana, like Carmel
Yeah.
or Noblesville or
Crawfordsville. I don't know. I don't know how big Crawfordsville
maybe
is.
Crawfordsville. Greenfield, which is the Center Grove High School.
Yeah.
Or Greenfield.
Greenwood.
Greenwood. Yes, Greenwood.
That's where Trace Jackson Davis is from.
Shout out Trace Jackson Davis. But Greenfield, even, I mean, it's a little more further outside of Indy, but it's still a bigger high school.
Fort Wayne. I don't know.
Fort Wayne.
I don't know how big Fort Wayne is.
I mean, yes, but they're like, what is the big high school? I think Homestead is the big high school up there.
Okay.
That's a big high school.
Okay.
They had, they had Braden Smith no, not Braden Smith. They had Fletcher Lawyer.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
Fletcher.
guy.
Yeah. You know that guy, Purdue.
Yeah, him.
Screw Purdue. Purdue
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah, Purdue
Anyway.
sucks.
But like that's the big high school up there is Homestead, I believe. And then you have other big schools like Ben Davis and Indy, just other big schools like that.
So it's kind of like, it's the same. It's a similar deal, right? Like imagine those kind of sizes. It was kind of a similar deal in the area of Dallas and the kind of the surrounding suburbs almost where I was from, right? So, like my parents, they still wanted me, like public school was like a no-go. Like we don't like, if I went to public school with the kid I was in 7th grade, if I went to public school, I probably would be dead. I would not have made it out. Not have made it out alive.
With the tiny man that Joe Elms was.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Like, I literally couldn't have said any better myself. I was tiny. I was cringy.
No, you're smart.
Okay.
You're one smart cookie, Joe.
Thanks. I was a teacher's pet, which can be interpreted in a number of different ways. But, obviously, I don't think, as I matured, I became less cringe and,
Well.
Hey.
Wow.
You see,
I'm joking. Wait, is that Quinn?
yeah, it was back at the back window.
Quinn.
Well, since Quinn is here, Levi.
Hello, Quinn. Hello, Quinn.
I don't,
Quinn, hi, buddy. So
He's
one of
dancing.
our he's dancing.
He's
so,
dancing.
You guys can't see, but one of our friends is currently outside of the podcast room. Which Joe Elms, if you haven't heard, Joe Elms or what's the podcast?
Keep
again?
going.
What's the podcast again?
Oh, it's called Sports Talk on Elm Street.
Sports Talk on Elm Street with Joe Elms and Quinn Richards. Please go listen if you haven't already.
We are gonna we're gonna record an episode of that.
Yep.
But unfortunately, that means that we are probably gonna have to end this
that's okay.
episode
That's
here.
okay. Do you have any? I feel like that was a good topic.
I guess the thing I'll say to tie all this together is the high school journey, which we can get more into in a later episode because it's not finished yet. But I'll say that
Joe, that's what we're here about.
we were at the first.
We're here to talk about whatever we want, Joe.
Yeah, and kind of I think what we said that kicked off this conversation. Or this part of this conversation was that mental health matters. So if you have the opportunity to take a mental health day,
take yourself a mental health day.
Do it.
Do it.
So that's going to be
Trust me, you'll love it.
You will love it, and every second of it will be worthwhile. So
Promise.
Yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. It'll be up on Spotify and YouTube very soon.
Yeah, it should be Monday. I think I'm gonna put it out on Monday.
Yeah.
Get it ready for Monday.
But till next time, thank you all for watching, listening. We can't do any of this without you.
Yes. I appreciate you all.
We appreciate all of you. But for next time, he's Levi Jones. I'm Joe Elms. Later, guys.
Bye.